We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Welcome back as we are hanging out with Dark Helmet. Oh, the Sci-Fi and Transformers Pig. You want an extra cookie? Well, there's an extra cookie for you, Helmet, if you want it. And we are, of course, going to get something that is Transformers related. This one was sent by Vinnie. Vinnieart. Thank you, Vinnie, for sending this one. We normally don't have the money to pick up a lot of these things, but luckily we have good friends like Vinnie that sent this one along because he had an extra one. We'll be talking about. We are talking about Studio Series, which was originally Studio Series 86, but now it's just Studio Series Transformers. The movie, we are talking about Constructicon Bonecrusher. Yeah, a little bit late getting this guy, but now I have Scrapper, Bonecrusher. Hopefully I'll be able to get the whole Constructicon set, man. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully be able to pull that off. Man, Devastator is such an awesome character in Transformers lore, of course being the first Gestalt or combiner in the Transformers universe. This one looks pretty good sitting in the box, so let's go ahead, let's get this one out, and Helmet's going to let you know all about it.
Bonecrusher!
Here we go with Bonecrusher right out of the box in a stationary pose. Here we go with Bonecrusher and of course his G1 counterpart. A lot of the things have been captured in this newer one. I know a lot of people complain about the extended waist, but the original one had the same thing. So he also had the same thing in the cartoon as well. We'll have to throw up a picture of that. But I think side by side they captured a lot of the stuff that was in the original G1 while of course making it look more like he did in the cartoon. I really can't complain about it. Even the arms, the stumpy arms, it's exactly what the original one had. So
Wait! The Constructicons form Devastator, the most powerful robot! We should rule!
here we go with Bonecrusher standing next to Scrapper. Scrapper, is he taller? I'm not 100% sure. We're going to have to change the positioning on these two because there's a $10 price difference between these two. Bonecrusher being $25 and Scrapper being $35. Let's stop that dial. So, looking at these two, you can actually see Bonecrusher is a little bit bigger than Scrapper. So, a $25 toy is somehow bigger than the $35 toy. How does this justify that Voyager class price that they tacked onto Scrapper? I don't see it. Considering the amount of plastic that's used on Bonecrusher is roughly the same as Scrapper, this just looks like gouging from Hasbro to me.
It's bad news, Scrapper. They brought out the heavy artillery.
Here we go with Bonecrusher in a bit of a pose right there. He comes with all the joints you'd expect. Some of them don't look like they're there, but they're absolutely there. Bends at the knees, turns at the top of the thighs, like movement in the arms and everything. And every single joint on this thing is very tight. You would think they would be a little bit weak, but no, they are great. And here we go with Bonecrusher in a bit of a running position. Had to use a stand on this one because he didn't balance well enough because he's such a chunky figure. But it still looks pretty good. Bonecrusher is always ready to throw down. Got his fist moved up. Decent movements on this one. The only thing he's really missing is waist movement, but he's got better movement in the head than Scrapper did. So, I mean, overall, all the articulation that's in this one is, I would say a lot of it is actually slightly better than Scrapper, which is a bit of a surprise, especially since he's only a $25 figure, where Scrapper was $35.
Constructicons! Transform! Phase 1!
Here we go with Bonecrusher in his bulldozer form. This one looks pretty good. Overall, I think they captured all the aesthetics that they need to capture from not only the cartoon, but most of what came with that original G1 toy. Looking pretty good. The one downside that there are absolutely zero wheels on the bottom of this thing. But here's the G1, and you can see how they captured the look fairly well. They didn't do too bad of a job. I'm pretty impressed with this one. I would say that this one captures a look a lot better than Scrapper did with his payloader. Bonecrusher also does have a few ports so he can put his gun up there, creating an attack dozer form. Now granted, he had a big drill accessory with the original one, but there you go, you see there are no wheels on the bottom of this one, so a little bit of a miss there. Here we go with Bonecrusher in his Studio Series 86 final pose as we give a rundown. I think there's a lot more articulation than I expected to get out of this figure. Some of them actually being slightly better than Scrapper. I think they did a halfway decent job on this. Like a few things that seem a little bit off. Maybe the legs seem slightly stumpy and the arms seem just a little extra stumpy. But overall, with all the articulation that is in this one, I gotta say, it doesn't look half bad. Looks just like he did like the cartoon, and that's exactly what they were supposed to be going for in this one, so not bad at all. And like I said, those knee joints, man, they lock into place, and so do the feet when you snap them open. So I gotta say, this is a nice one to actually pick up, man. I am very happy with this one, more so than the Scrapper one. It really does feel like they hit a lot closer to home with this than they did with Scrapper. Scrapper was decent, but this one feels a little bit better, even if some of the proportions seem slightly off. But in comparison to the older figure, it's not that bad. I think we can safely say that we can give this one a 9 out of 10. This one only needed a few more things to make it picture perfect.
Who are you calling inferior? Nobody would follow an uncharismatic boar like you! Prepare to meet your doom! Nothing can withstand the might of Devastator!
The Transformers! More than meets the eye! The Transformers!